The New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation promotes, preserves, and perpetuates music, culture, and heritage through programs, cultural, educational, and economic activities year-round. Learn more at jazzandheritage.org. This program is brought to you in part by the Eugenie and Joseph Jones Family Foundation, a local foundation proud to support education, the arts, and culture in the greater New Orleans area. The Chicory House Bistro at the Rink offers breakfast and lunch daily. And now a new bar upstairs inside the Garden District Bookshop, 2727 Britannia Street at Washington Avenue. Learn more at therinknola.com. Steppin Out is made possible in part by Susie and Pierre G. Villery.
Whether it's the latest museum exhibit, the newest restaurant, or the current hot play,
we appreciate the weekly updates on the arts, music, and entertainment. Let's step out.
I'm Peggy Scott Laborde, and welcome to Steppin Out, with updates from the local restaurant, arts, and entertainment scenes. Joining me, Poppy Tucker, host of Louisiana Eats on WWNO Radio. Howdy, Poppy. Hello. Hey, he's back. Alfred Richard, movie critic for WWL-TV. Hello, sir. Hello. And Mr. Alan Smason, editor of the Crescent City Jewish News and TheaterCriticism.com. And later on in our program, a visit from singer-pianist Judith Owen and her husband, Harry Shearer, to perform for us and preview next week's concert that they're involved in. Poppy, it is Réveillon time.
It is Réveillon time, and for anybody who doesn't know where that word came from, it's really an old French Creole tradition that sprung up. It was their celebration after the midnight mass fasting on Christmas Eve. Those Creoles used to go home and party all night. And I am not sure where you can party all night now, but I want to remind everybody that all of those big famous New Orleans restaurants, they're all serving Réveillon. Arno's, Antoine's, of course, at all the Brennan's restaurants. And when you go to the Brennan's restaurants, of course, Tea at Commander's started this tradition, but you can just collect jingle bells from one Brennan restaurant to the other these days. Get your bells. But my picks this year, we're going to do something a little unusual. We're going to have an African Christmas at Adis Nola, like Prince Lobo says. Prince Lobo and his family are hosting a Réveillon African style. 4 courses, egusi soup, beef and collard sambusa, lamb sauté, chicken stew and vegetables that come with that fabulous injera, that Ethiopian flatbread to scoop everything out, and their version of bread pudding for dessert. And there's Prince Lobo's honey wine. Don't miss having a glass of that while you're at it. He makes it himself. Oh. Then another completely different sort of Réveillon. Head over to Good Catch Thai Urban Bistro in the CBD. First of all, they have fantastic holiday cocktails, and you get 4 courses in amuse-bouche for $63. And the choices, Chef and her husband Frankie are pulling out all the stops with Thai mango salad with grilled shrimp. There's crab risotto. There's beautiful tempura. There's seared scallops with eggplant, a short rib curry that is absolutely divine. And for unusual dessert, how about mango sticky rice and ice cream? Or I'm very curious to try the Thai spiced pumpkin pie.
Ooh, boy, does that sound good.
So there's like 45, 50 restaurants around town serving Réveillon. Just go get your Réveillon on, and maybe your jingle bells too. Now, across the lake at the Southern Hotel in the heart of downtown, people may not be aware that they also have very close by a fabulous event space called the Greenwood. And the Greenwood is situated on 9 acres that used to be the historic Old St. Gertrude Convent. Oh. So there's ancient oak trees, This place is so beautiful. And of course, the chef that's been at the Southern Hotel and is doing all the food at the Greenwood is Alex Harrell, our very special New Orleans chef.
Yeah.
And he has a special 3-course menu. Ben Redwine will be providing smooth Christmas jazz, because this is going to be a Christmas candlelight jazz supper like nothing you've ever experienced before. It's going to be so special. One night only, Sunday, December the 22nd. You can park at the Southern Hotel and get ferried back and forth to the property if you'd like. Or my choice would be take advantage of this special room rate at the beautiful Southern Hotel. For $139, you can stay overnight after dinner. So you know what I always say, just get a room and go take a little mini vacation in downtown Covington. You'll be glad you did.
All right, thank you so much, Bobby. And turning to Alfred, a little bit of production, but let's talk also about some holiday movies too. But,
Usually when I come on, I'd like to talk about what is being produced in the area. Well, we're getting ready for the holidays, and most of the production companies are starting to clamp down. One that is in production, well, it will end on, of all days, Friday the 13th. It's a film called Charlie Harper. I had to research this. It has absolutely nothing to do with the character that was played by, in the television series, 2.5 Men. Because that was the character of Charlie Harper. And I started thinking, they're making a movie about his about the character there? No, it is not. It is a romantic comedy, in which will star Emilia Jones and Toby Wallace. Those two actors are in this film. It's being shot in New Orleans, but again, very little is being let out about this film. So they're wrapping up. They'll be finishing on the 13th. I hope there's no significance that Friday the 13th is the ending for that one. And no date as of now for when the film will be released to the general public, but a film that is in the general public right now. Oh my goodness, is it ever in the public? It's Wicked. And unlike others, I did not see Gladiator 2 and Wicked together, so there was no Glicked. Sorry. The film Wicked is a phenomenal piece of work. And I'm not giving anything away by saying it's actually one of 2 parts. And the actresses in it, because I have to say the actresses, because there are some actors in this, but the best of the lot, Glinda, played by Ariana Grande. She does a great job in this. Even better, Cynthia Erivo, who of course plays Elphaba, better known as the Wicked Witch of the West. We learn a little bit more about Elphaba and why she is so different. And one of the others, one of my favorites in the film, you gotta give them what they want. And that is Jeff Goldblum, who plays the wizard. He does Frank Morgan very well. Frank Morgan would be very happy with that. But that film is just doing incredible work around the country. If you haven't seen Wicked, see it. In fact, I was told people when it was playing at the Britannia, see Wicked and The Wizard of Oz together, because you can put that together.
All right.
And also, we talk about Christmas movies. Everybody has their own Christmas movies. Myself and the late Eric Paulson, we would debate on whether or not Die Hard was a Christmas movie. Eric always said, I think it's a Christmas movie. Well, thank you, Alan. You also agree. Well, I picked a couple of my favorite Christmas movies that's a little different. This is one I saw when I was a kid. It was on CBS. It was called JT. It was a young boy who discovers a one-eyed cat, and he lives in a housing area in New York City, and he wants to take care of the kid and takes care of the cat, getting tins of tuna for it, but everybody tells him, no, you shouldn't have the cat. I loved this movie as a kid, and it just...
How can we see it? Is it available online?
It is available online.
Great.
You can actually see it online, a streaming service.
Okay.
Another, I like a Christmas film with a little tinge of, I guess, a little subtlety in it. Billy Wilder's The Apartment. What a cast in that. You have Jack Lemmon, Shirley MacLaine, Fred McMurray, Fred McMurray is a character you would think, oh my goodness, he is Sheldrake.
If you liked Mad Men, you'll love this.
That's
right?
exactly
So we're
it.
backing up. We're going the other way.
Because Sheldrake, Mr. Sheldrake, is not a good guy at all. And of course, the one where little Ralphie wants his Red Ryder repeating action BB gun. And remember, everybody, all together now, you'll shoot your eye out. It's a Christmas story. It's been done, but I still love watching out Ralphie and the little Christmas story.
And just a P.S., and especially with Alan sitting right there, one of my favorite musicals is based on The Apartment. Promises.
Yeah.
So check that one out.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Thank you very much.
And you know, A Christmas Story was directed by a New Orleanian.
Yes.
Yeah, so.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Who
So
was
it's got
that?
New Orleans collection. Bob
Clark.
Clark, yeah.
Bob Clark,
Oh,
who
well,
also
thank you,
directed Porky's.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
We
don't
see you
remember
learn
that.
stuff at this table. Thank you.
So-
and now, for something completely different, Judith Owen and Harry Shearer have gathered musical friends in concert for many years around this time to raise money for good causes. They came for a visit to share news and music. Judith Owen and Harry Shearer here for so many good reasons. First and foremost, though, a big fundraiser, the 19th annual Christmas Without Tears. Tell us about it, Judith.
Oh my gosh, Christmas Without Tears, the antidote to Christmas. What can I say? We started, I can't believe it's 19 years. 2005 we took it to the Walt Disney Concert Hall in LA to support this city post-Katrina. And it's been the benefit that we've wanted, the party we've always wanted ever since. And we have to do it here. And this year, it's the biggest, it's the best. It's at the Orpheum, December 17th. And it's with the J.O. Big Band. What can I say? It's the most exciting thing. And truly, I mean, people like Deacon John come at Ruffin's Arcade Fire. Wynn and Regine from Arcade Fire. It's going to be delicious.
And you are going to be doing a song from this brand new album that you have.
That's right. Judith Owen swings Christmas. How could I not? It would have been wrong not to swing Christmas. Christmas with my big band, but yeah.
And Harry gets to sing with you? How
A
lovely.
little bit.
A little bit.
That's part of the deal.
All right.
It's
good.
weird. Christmas brings out the nice in me. It's not typical. I'm just not that nice.
You're so
but I am
kind.
at Christmas time.
Harry, there are many of us very eagerly anticipating Spinal Tap Part 2 or whatever it will be called.
It's Spinal Tap Part 2. The ending continues.
Okay. Looking forward to that in a few months, too. Judith, can you please introduce your band for
I
us?
certainly can. It's a joy to. Over here we have on long cornet the fabulous Kevin Lewis. Back there on double bass we have Lex Warshawski. And for the first time playing with me, and it's such a joy, on piano the fabulous Shea Pierre.
You know, one of the things that I really love is when folks who come to New Orleans and decide to become Orleanians.
Yes.
And you are among them
Oh, yeah.
for many, many years.
Yeah.
It's most appreciated.
Well, it's the old story. I came here once to Jazz Fest, fell in like with Jazz Fest, and fell in love with New Orleans. And it was like, it was whispering messages to me.
Sweet nothings.
Yeah, that I realized, oh, I get this. I hear this language. And I wanted more of it, more and more and more.
Well,
and
thank you.
Thank goodness Judith.
Well, he
Yeah,
was,
it's
he
a
was
good thing you
slightly
like it
panicked
too.
that why would I not love it? I mean, I came here and just said, why don't we live here? Those were my words that came
Yeah.
out of my mouth at that point. And it's an inspiration to us every single day. Plus, you get to for me as a musician, you get to be with people like this, and it's just extraordinary.
Wonderful. Well, let me get out of here so we can have some cool Yule. Thank you.
Thanks, darling. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and. From Coney Island to the Sunset Strip
Somebody's gonna make a happy trip
tonight.
while the moon is bright.
He's gonna have a bag of crazy toys.
To give you swinging little girls and boys.
So deep.
Santa comes on big.
Here come a corner when the snow's the most.
When all your cats are sleeping warm as toast.
And you're gonna flip when old St. Nick takes a lick on a peppermint stick. And he'll come a flying from a high place.
He'll feel the stockings from the fireplace.
So you have a Yule that's cool. sleigh tonight, while the moon is bright. He's filled his bags with Christmas toys to give to all your dreaming little girls and boys. So dig, Santa comes on big.
Yeah, he'll come a-calling when the snow's the most, when all you cats are sleeping warm as toast.
So you're gonna flip when old Saint Nick hits a lick on a peppermint stick, and he'll come a-flying from a high place
to fill the stockings by the fireplace.
So you'll have a Yule that's cool. Have a Yule that's cool. He'll fill your stockings, baby.
Have a Yule that's cool. Have a Yule that's cool.
Have a Yule that's cool. Have a Yule that's cool.
All right, once again, the Christmas Without Tears concert is so fabulous. Takes place next Tuesday evening at 8 p.m. at the Orpheum. For tickets, go to ChristmasWithoutTears.com. Proceeds this year go to the Innocence Project. And time for Alan.
Well, it's been far too long that we have been treated to an original Ricky Graham production in New Orleans. The wait is worth it, though, because there are a handful of seats left at Rivertown Theaters for the performing arts for It's a Wonderful Life, y'all. It's currently playing to packed, almost sold-out shows. Ricky Graham stars as himself with the opening and closing of this very adorable, very funny piece with Easter eggs about Christmas thrown in along the way as he spins the popular Frank Capra movie, the Christmas classic It's a Wonderful Life, into a New Orleans-specific story. Gary Rucker stars as George Bailey, with all the other actors doing triple and quadruple action, especially Vatican Loki at left and Ryan Nocito, Amy Alvarez, and Christina Cross playing multiple roles. Vatican plays the evil Mr. Potter, who's guided in life by his relentless pursuit of money and power. But David Hoover plays Clarence, the angel, who of course hasn't earned his wings yet. We see him here opposite Vatican, who actually plays 11 different roles. The classic story stays fairly true to the original screenplay, but when it does deviate, it does so in a naturally New Orleans way. The two actresses split 10 roles between them, while Ryan Nocito handles 8 different parts as well. And here's a great shot of Ricky and David Hoover I snapped on opening night. You can tell they're all over the moon about this very funny piece. That, by the way, is the same moon that George Lasso's for Mary. And if you don't have tickets already, act fast. You know, like a run on a bank. There are about 20 seats left for the entire run, and that's after they've added a whole new show on Saturday. So check that out. Overflow suits will be sold for those that get there. Over now at the National World War II's Stage Door Canteen, BB Stage Door Canteen, the 3 Victory Bells, Chloe Marie, Victoria, and Andrea are doing a fantastic job in their new show titled The Victory Bells Ring in the Holidays. With backup from the Victory 6 band, the Bells perform more than 20 holiday classics. They have a live band, and that makes all the difference in the world. Chloe Marie handles the high notes, Victoria takes care of all the important middle notes, and Andrea is in charge of the low notes. The 3-part harmony is superb. The Bells also get a boost from their trumpeter, Ben Tolman, who takes on some of the Bing Crosby holiday parts made famous with the Andrews Sisters. And the Bells, again, are going to be performing throughout several days if you check out the screen that comes up. But I want to make note, there's Courtney Anderson, who's been in charge of the Bells, with Erica Jensen, who's on the right there. And, of course, the person in charge of those fantastic arrangements right there, Tom Hook. So if you get a chance and you see them, thank them for those wonderful arrangements and for the choreography. I think Mandy Mueller also helped out as well. So it's a big collaborative effort at the World War II Museum. Victory Bells ring in the season. Now, finishing up its run at Marquette Theater, the other show that I wanted to mention on the Loyola campus is this heartfelt A Christmas Carol. This is the second time it's coming around, of course, with a stellar performance by Michael Newcomer as Ebenezer Scrooge. The cast also includes Ryan Riley, Eleanor Frederick Humphrey, LeBaron L.B. Thornton, and Aaron Cessna. They all play a variety of different roles. This is A Christmas Carol that has a lot of great projections by James Lanius, tremendous lighting by Zach Lanius, a little family connection there. And the sound's designed by Amara Skinner. It's a holiday treat to be sampled for the entire family, but please hurry, there's only 3 shows left. After 2 years, the Crescent City Stage Company has a lot to be proud of. The only equity company in the area. There's Yana Mastecki, Michael, and Liz Newcomer, who are the artistic principals. Now, for those who are looking for a classical send-up of the Christmas season, I suggest you look at the free concert on Sunday at St. Stephen's Basilica on Napoleon Avenue. I talked with Brian Morgan about this past week. He's going to have a whole bunch of people you'll be able to see as well, him playing the organ. Phyllis Tragle, of course, is going to be there. And then, of course, I wanted to mention Mr. Bingle. Of course, we all know about Mr. Bingle. Peggy, you and I know how much we love it. Alfred, too.
Yeah.
But Saving Mr. Bingle is now in its 20th year. And Sean Patrick Doles, who we see there, was signing books, or will be signing books this weekend. Check it out at the various places. Barnes & Noble, 3 different locations, and also at the 2 district station, the Octavia Books and Garden District bookshops as well on Saturday. And we're just going to wrap things up real quick. A shout out to Lila Palmer and General and Artistic Director at the New Orleans Opera, as well as SOFAB's CEO and President Connie Jackson. This was for the cook-off. They did a fantastic job, and I recommend, if this comes back again, to go check that out.
Okay, thank you so much. And I will kick off the picks to let you know that the Symphony Chorus has 2 performances. The first on Saturday at 7 p.m. at St. Dominic's at Church in Lakeview, and Sunday at 3 p.m. at St. Mary's Assumption in the Irish Channel. And you, of course, can just go to the Symphony Chorus's website for tickets, or you can get them at the door. And now your picks. Poppy.
Looking for Christmas dessert? I suggest call Martha Gilreath at Nolita. Available daily there. You can get spiced toffee pound cake, real gingerbread, cranberry muffins, but the pièce de resistance, a 7-layer gingerbread cake with ginger chantilly cream.
Oh, that looks so
That has
good.
to be pre-ordered.
Oh my gosh, Alan. I mean, I'm sorry.
Alfred.
Not Alan, Alfred.
Another Al. Well, it's going to be a busy Sunday. The Monkey Hill Bar on Magazine Street will host Let's Get Blitzened once more, a
Yay.
Christmas cabaret.
And you're in it.
I'm in it, along with
awesome.
Phil and Heidi Melanson.
Okay.
We'll be doing that starting at 7 p.m. And for those afterwards, before the Saints in the Superdome.
Yeah, okay. And Alan.
Here's a
this time.
photo of Mandy Zerkenbach with her husband Matt and their son, with Old St. Nick in the background. Amanda will be playing the role of Mrs. Claus at the Roosevelt Hotel Teddy Bear Teas for this whole holiday season. The cost starts at $72 for the kids, 3 to 10, and $95 for older kids and adults. And if you're already booked up or you find the cost a little bit too extravagant, don't forget that the Roosevelt lobby is decked out for the holidays as an alternative to just enjoy those lights and decorations. I'll see you at the lobby or the theater.
Thank you. And my picks, the Lafitte Greenway Supernova, light sculptures along with live music and food available will be taking place through Saturday, and that is from 5 to 9 p.m. The Greenway Plaza, formerly the brake tag station at Norman C. Francis Parkway, Lafitte Greenway. Go to LaFitteGreenway.org for details. The Running of the Santas fundraiser takes place Saturday at Lucy's Retired Surface Bar starting at 2, and a run at 6 p.m. RunningOfTheSantas.com for details. St. Barnabas Anglican Church in Picayune, Mississippi will present a Christmas festival of lessons and carols with puppets, Saturday at 3 p.m. If possible, bring a non-perishable food item. The holiday version of the Piety Market takes place Sunday at Hotel St. Peter and Paul, formerly a church, from noon to 5. And the Tina May is actually going to be performing. The Big Easy Boys will give a holiday concert on Sunday at 6 p.m. at BK House on Charter Street. bkhouse.org for tickets. And if you're downtown, check out the lovely tree in the lobby of the Windsor Court Hotel. And then WYES's own Errol Laborde will sign his book When Rex Met Zulu and Other Chronicles of the New Orleans Experience next Thursday, starting at 5 p.m. at Garden District Bookshop in the Ring, 2727 Britannia at Washington. We leave you now with Judith Owen singing a new holiday song. It's from her album, and the song is called No Better Time. And let's take a look. Thanks for watching, and good night.
If you can perhaps make someone laugh? Why not now? If there was a way to make someone stay, why not do it now? To be perfectly honest, December's upon us. Go out and be kind. There's no better time than a holiday time. Oh, maybe it's time for you and I to be together. What could be better than to spend each and every holiday with you? Ooh, you've never seen joy till you give a kid a toy. Just watch their face. If someone's out of luck and you can share a buck, then why wait? 'Cause this is the season you don't need a reason to let your light shine. There's no better time than a holiday time. Whoa.
Programming on WYES is made possible in part by Susie and Pierre G. Villery.
From Masterpiece to Nova, Antiques Roadshow to Agatha Christie.
And of course, Steppin Out and Informed Sources.
We are pleased to support public television
It's been our passion.
for a lifetime.
The New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation promotes, preserves, and perpetuates music, culture, and heritage through programs, cultural, educational, and economic activities year-round. Learn more at jazzandheritage.org. This program is brought to you in part by the Eugenie and Joseph Jones Family Foundation, a local foundation proud to support education, the arts, and culture in the greater New Orleans area. The Chicory House Bistro at the Rink offers breakfast and lunch daily. And now a new bar upstairs inside the Garden District Bookshop, 2727 Britannia Street at Washington Avenue. Learn more at therinknola.com.